Hey guys, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. I'm back with another video, and this time I'm actually drawing a Fnaf animatronic that is suggested by one of my viewers in the last video's comment section. And I'm really excited for this one because I've never done something like this before. So yeah, without further ado, let's actually just get into it. So the main comment was this one, which says, "Do the panda and Skipper the roadrunner. They are basically Funtime plus Rockstar plus toy style of animatronics," and they wanted the body of the Skipper, like the cartoon roadrunner from Looney Tunes, and not the real one. So Skipper's a roadrunner animatronic, which I think is really unique, and also a panda as well, I think is really unique. So without further ado, let's actually just dive right into the designs. So the first design I actually did was Skipper the Roadrunner, but I wanted to show the panda first because I kind of like Skipper's design a little bit more, so I wanted to keep it for the end. The panda's design is, obviously inspired by a panda, so the color scheme was already kind of, obvious in my head. But the real problem was like, what kind of panda should I actually go with? So I already had the options that was given to me, was going with the Fun Times or the rock stars or the toy designs. I kind of chose to mix them a little bit, so I went with like an inspired toy kind of design, and the colors and kind of rendering and like materials used in Funtime animatronics. And I think that was like the right way to go about it. I'm not really sure I've actually included any Rockstar stuff from this. Maybe like the way the teeth look, but like I'm not the biggest fan of how the Rockstar animatronics actually look. I think they look good, but they're just not like my favorite kind of animatronic designs. But I really like the toy designs, and I really like the Funtime designs. So I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to mesh them both. One of the problems that I was, kind of scared about was maybe that this would clash too much or like look too similar to Lefty, because Lefty also has a similar design of black, white, and red. But Lefty also has gray, so that's cool, I guess. But I was a little bit worried about that. But eventually, as the design came forward, it was pretty distinct from Lefty, so I was kind of happy with it. Another thing that I was kind of worried about, well, not worried about, I was thinking about, was like, what kind of musical instrument would I be giving this animatronic? Because it's a very interesting character. As a panda, I could go two ways. I could give him a piano, or I could give him like a flute or something. Because flute, because he eats bamboo and bamboos look like flutes. That was my thought process, I guess. But I eventually decided to go with the piano because the color scheme would match. Plus, there is no, it would be really unique and stand out. It would stand out among the other animatronic lineups, because there's not really too many animatronics out there that are doing piano. So, in fact, I haven't actually seen any animatronic. Maybe there's some animatronic in the fan games, but I haven't actually seen any of them in the actual games. So I thought a piano playing panda animatronic would be a really good idea. So that's what I went with. So yeah, what do you think of the design? Do let me know everything in the comments, obviously. And without further ado, let's actually get into the next animatronic. So Skipper's design was, also kind of, I guess, tricky. This was, very different from most other animatronic designs that's been there. So there's not like any template that I can actually just pull out from and use. So I had to like come up with most of it myself, right? So one of the major problems is, how would I show like the long neck? Because he did specifically, the commenter did specifically say that they needed it to look like a cartoon character from Looney Tunes or something. So that means the neck needed to be abnormally long, and also big eyes and things of that nature. And I didn't know how I was supposed to be doing that. So I kind of went with this, fabric covered spring like design for the neck, which could like rotate and stuff. And so I made like the concept art first, like how I would want, how I would design him. So it was creepy if the proportions were kind of a little wacky. And also, the uncanny feel would come, especially if you didn't use, actual feather like, actual wing like figures for the, wings. Instead, giving the character arms would make him look a lot more uncanny and kind of scary. Because if you saw the video in the concept art, I actually started by giving him like wings, the regular wings, and I decided to not do that because it wasn't scary enough, and I went with arms instead, and I think that kind of works out. So his head is also kind of smaller compared to his neck and stuff, and the rest of the body, it's not cartoony enough. So that creates another uncanny valley layer on top of that, I think, at least. So I guess I did put a lot more thought into this design than the panda. This is why I actually like it a lot more. But yeah, it was a really, really nice challenge. And then came the idea of like, how would I render this character, and how would I show it, kind of scary, in a scary pose, in a scary atmosphere. And I tried twisting its head and like bringing it forward and making it look, but I do think that the render kind of failed a little bit here, because now it just looks like he has a big head. It doesn't look like the neck is coming forward, and I think it's because of the way I shaded it. I should have done a better job with that. So maybe I'll fix that again. I want to like revisit these pieces later down the line, when I'm a little bit more improved. But as of right now, this is the design for Skipper, the Roadrunner. What do you think? It's one of the most unique designs that I've done for Fnaf Animatronic ever, I think. So, and I'm really kind of happy with how it turned out, how both of them turned out. But Skipper specifically, I think I really like. And thank you so much for to the commenter, for giving me these ideas to draw with, and I hope you like it specifically, and I also hope that the other viewers also like these designs. If you want to see more stuff like this, do comment down below what you want me to draw, and I'll do it. But yeah, I also want to say that I don't want this channel to be just like a FNAF channel. I want to explore more stuff as well, especially like concept art stuff that's not necessarily just about video games that we already know about, but also just world building stuff of my own. So yeah, when I'll be doing that when I do get the time. Really sorry for the extremely late upload. Just I got really busy with life and stuff, and things they don't always turn out the way that you want them to. So I'm glad to be back, and yeah, thank you for watching. Do all of that YouTube stuff, subscribe, comment, whatever it is, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much.